Hello and welcome to another episode of Stockwatch. So as we get into the trading week, we hear a few ripples around the aviation industry, and General Electric is basically bullish on the news that Airbus has announced recently that it is expected to ramp up production on its aircrafts going into the end of 2021 and beyond. So news broke at the back end of last week that Airbus was revising its expectations of aircraft production significantly over the next couple of years as it expects the pandemic to fizzle out, let's say, hopefully, and the travel and aviation industry gets back on its feet. And this move, as I said, has proved slightly bullish for General Electric, which is a major engine supplier. And this is particularly noteworthy since the company, its aviation segment is one of the biggest in the company, so and most profitable, which is actually quite impending as well. So, shares of Airbus last week actually jumped by 9% at the back end of last week, like I said, after the European plane maker told its suppliers to get ready for a rapid rebound in production. And Airbus plans to boost output of narrow-body jets at least to record levels in as little as 2 years. Now, these narrow-body jets are very significant because it actually goes on to Boeing, which is obviously one of their competitors, and they actually they produce narrow-body jets, but not as many. So with the demand for narrow-body jets more in the market, this could actually weigh in on Boeing as well. So this is actually quite significant. Aerospace industry has projected that the 2019 levels of travel won't actually get back to where they were until 2023. And most experts think that global air travel demand won't return for another few years as well. Airbus confirmed that it intends to produce more of its A320 family by 45 per month at the end of this year. So that's a very, very significant statement. It's not like they're waiting for next year to see what happens. They're actually saying that it will happen for this year. So very, very significant developments. Just take a look on General Electric at the moment. So as you can see with Airbus, it has been boosted a couple of sessions ago around the talk that the aviation industry is getting back on track. This is on a daily chart, however, and I'm seeing a slight bearish divergence on the RSI, but it is a long term, so it could actually be ignored if we still do get past these two peaks here. So at the moment we've got a slight double top, and we're waiting to see if prices will start jumping past this or not. Just looking at the daily at the moment, because it's quite significant on the pattern that is taken, we're trading way above the Ichimoku cloud at the moment as well, and we're just waiting to see if prices are going to come back down. I'll just zoom in a little bit just for better clarity. If prices will come back down to this convergence of the Tenkan and Kijun base and conversion lines, so this would be quite significant if prices will start faltering and we see a full retracement back down to the top border at least. So something to look out for when we're going to see what is happening on certain stocks as well with the big incline, and then we have the retracement as well. Just a quick look on Boeing while I'm on the American stocks, and the last time I looked at it last week, we did see this significant jump because Boeing are also expected to ramp up production as well. So I'm looking at the previous peak. We are heading that direction. We are trading above the top border of the Ichimoku cloud as well at the moment, so quite a significant step in the right direction. At the moment I've still got my buy position in until prices could start lingering to the downside. You have to factor in this stop losses as well. Make sure you're not trading more than your capital allows. So just make sure that you are safe in that respect. But yeah, if prices do falter through the Ichimoku cloud, and again, nice convergence here of the two Ichimoku indicator lines, then I'll be probably closing my position out there just to save me from any other stress, because the headlines are really pushing these stocks at the moment, the pandemic headlines, that is. So as I said, end of last week, we had such a significant jump on Airbus. We are looking to see a slight retracement now, but it just depends how much that retracement is. Again, very good convergence with the two Ichimoku indicators there. And as I said, if we do see prices start waning, then once it breaks here, I'll be looking at the top border of Ichimoku cloud, and then we could go back down to previous lows at the lower end that we saw in the middle of May. So very, very significant here. We're just waiting to see for further clues on the divergences to pick us up. But, you know, as I said before, it's all about the headlines that are kind of driving the aviation industry, and also General Electrics, which are a big supplier of engines and motors, especially for aircraft. So just to keep an eye on these kind of things going forward. And just to remind you that we have many more stocks now available, European based, which includes UK, and a lot more on the American market as well. So please check that out on our website, orbex.com. So that's all from the Stock Watch today. Thank you very much for joining us. If you have any queries or comments, as usual, please add them to the post, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great trading day ahead, and bye for now.